There is an article from 2011 on NPR.org that mentions the fact that 70, if not 80% of jobs are not posted online. We're in 2021. It's been 10 years since that article, but based on my experience, I'm here to tell you that a lot of jobs are not posted online. And as a biomedical student or PhD, if you're not doing this one thing, which is networking, we're going to be talking about in this video, you are missing out on a lot of opportunities for jobs that you didn't even know existed. All right. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how you can begin to network as a student, as a PhD, as a graduate of the biomedical sciences, so that you can land dream jobs. Hey there, if this is your first time on this channel, my name is Dr. Gertrude Nontra, and on this channel, I make videos about career and productivity for students and PhDs in the biomedical sciences. And I myself recently landed a job that is a dream job, and this job initially had been posted on LinkedIn, but later I was offered a role that was not necessarily posted on LinkedIn, but because there was some kind of relationship, I was reached out to and then eventually got that position. And I'm here to tell you that there are a lot of jobs out there like that. And I know that for most of us, when we're looking for jobs, we go online, we go to Indeed.com, we go on LinkedIn.com, and then we just start typing in the position that we're looking for, and then we'll just send off our resumes in the hopes that we are going to land that job. And yes, a lot of people land jobs that way, but I'm here to tell you that if you want to get jobs, if you want to accelerate your journey to getting the kind of job you want, it is important to start networking and start networking right now. One of the best platforms for networking online as far as careers go is LinkedIn. All right, I've been using LinkedIn actively for about 2 years, and let me tell you, there's a lot of opportunity on the platform. Now, I know that it looks like LinkedIn is not that great. It's like a stiff board kind of social networking website, but I promise you that if you use it well, you will be able to use it to land positions, to land jobs that you didn't even know existed. So the first thing, as far as LinkedIn goes, is make sure that you filled out your profile completely. Make sure you have your image. Make sure you have the school you went to, everything that you've done up to this point. Make sure you have it there, especially when it comes to the kind of job that you want. So I want you to think about the kind of job you want. Maybe you want to become a science writer. Maybe you want to go into the pharmaceutical industry. Perhaps you want to work in biotech. Set your profile up to succeed in that sense and pull on some of your experiences that align with those job descriptions. And the way you actually do that is to begin to look at some of those job descriptions for the kind of job that you would like, and begin to use relevant keywords, and also tie that back into your experiences, right? If you've worked in a lab before, if you've done ELISAs, if you've done Western blots, if there's anything in your experience that you see on job descriptions, make sure you're including that in your skills section, in your resume, as a person who wants to eventually land such a job. Once you've filled out your profile, the next thing you want to do really is to begin to connect with individuals that could possibly help you on your career path. And so, for instance, you could connect with me if you're thinking about becoming a science writer or have thought about becoming a freelance writer, because that's something that I've done. Or if you're thinking about even teaching at a community college, that's something I've done, right? So you could reach out to me and connect with me directly. And then what you want to do then, and so you would go onto LinkedIn again, and then type in, there is a search bar on LinkedIn, and type in a particular job that you are looking for. So if you want to become a spine surgeon, go type in spine surgeon. If you want to be a researcher in the biomedical sciences, type in that, right? Once you type in that, you'll have a bunch of people come up. Once those individuals come up, begin to send connection requests, and don't make it complicated. Usually on LinkedIn, it just says, it just asks you to send them a note. I would do that and say something like, hello, my name is so-and-so. I'm a student or PhD in this field, and I'm interested in learning more about your field. I'd love to connect. Most of the time when people send me those connection requests, I do connect with them, because I know that we're all here to help each other, and I wouldn't be where I am if somebody hadn't helped me. So I love to pay it forward and help other people within reason. Of course, I can't always help everybody, but within reason, I can help as many people as possible. And there are other people out there who want to do the same. So there's some people that will not connect with you, and then there are those who will. When you have people connect with you, my next piece of advice is to reach out to them, and just don't make your email super long. They don't need to hear your whole life story, but just share with them about your background, what your experiences are, and that you want to get into that field. And is it possible for you to perhaps chat with them for 15 minutes over Zoom? Or you have these 5 questions you have for them. If they don't want to get on Zoom with you, you have these 5 questions you have for them, you want to ask them, right? And then ask them. This is called an informational interview. It's a type of interview that allows you to learn about a particular career path, because sometimes we have ideas of what a career may be about, but we don't really know, right? But by having informational interviews, and internships are another way to do that. If you're in an internship, you can learn about a job, but with what's going on right now, doing internships is a little hard, but you can definitely do online informational interviews and ask and find out about these career paths you want to pursue. There will be a section of people that respond again, and there'll be people that do that respond and don't respond, right? So pay attention to the responses. And as you do this, what you're doing with the informational interviews and with connecting with people is you are building relationships. Now, after you've done your informational interviews, make sure to also keep up with them. If they are somebody that's pretty active on LinkedIn, like I am, comment on their posts, interact with them, right? Just like you would interact with people. And like if you're interacting with me, for instance, as somebody that's in the role that I am, and then there's a role that opens up at my job, and I know that you're interested in this and you could possibly be a potential for that job, I would be more than happy to recommend you. It doesn't mean you get the job, but it means that you would have an in to something that hundreds of other people don't know anybody personally in that company, but you do, right? So this is why this is so powerful for you to be networking on LinkedIn, is really building those relationships, planting those seeds that and when you plant seeds, not all of them germinate, not all of them grow up to become trees. Some will, some won't. But as you plant enough seeds, some of them will grow up into trees, right? So as you plant those seeds of networking and informational interviews, there are some that will bear fruit and eventually get you in the door with certain companies, certain places that you never even thought you would get into. So my advice to you, students, PhDs, is don't just throw your resume out there and apply to every job that's out there in the hopes of getting a job. I know this is the way that a lot of us have been taught to apply for jobs, and that's fine. You should do that too. But an even more effective way is to network with individuals in the roles or role that you would like to pursue someday, and then set yourself up for success for that hidden job market that is available, that a lot of the time people don't talk about, but actually exists. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below if you found this video useful.